Good morning, traders. Welcome to another video. It's March 12th and it's 9:48 in the morning. We are looking at the AirCanada. Let's get started. Quick disclaimer that this is just how I see the markets. This is not a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any securities. It is so nice to see a lot of people are subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate that. I will continue on making videos on a regular basis. As much time as I can, I will dedicate to that for your learning and process that you can go through to learn actually to properly read the charts. Let me start with AirCanada today. This is the picture that I'm looking at right now. I'm just kidding with you. This is just a bullshit that you can see on the screen here that I'm just plotted, and you will see a lot of different channels. People are explaining their strategies and their ways of trading, and it's just a crap. Okay, a lot of you are looking at something like this, all right, and this shows you nothing. This is basically a useless chart that shows you nothing. All right, you see these peaks and valleys, and people are just kind of oh yeah, now it's going up, I should go and buy it. Why would you buy there? Why would you buy somewhere here if you can buy, let's say, here? Or why don't you just buy right here when it's like $52? Why? I don't understand. Like, is there a reason why you would look at this something like this? The main thing about being technical trader is that we look at the charts, we look at the candles. Candles are giving us the whole other story, guys. This is what you're gonna see on my charts at all times. I never use any of that crap that you just saw a few seconds ago. So just so you understand that this is the way I see the markets, and I interpret the candles the way they're showing me what's going on in the market. So let's go into this AirCanada stock that we are now finally getting above a certain area. We reached that $29 peak that I was telling you about constantly after that beautiful signal that we received. So what we are looking at on a technical part of the trading is basically these tops. Okay, this is the top. All right, and then when we put the crosshair, like I have it right here, I'm going to put the line through that top right there. I also look at the line where it goes on the left side. I can see the market peaked once through it, and then right away on the next session came down and closed below that line. So that line means that it's a lot of strength from the sellers, not allowing the price to go higher than it is right now. Also, here we have a little peak here. The market kind of peaked through it. Let me just try to enlarge it here so you can see it. Okay, so we can see that line that we marked where the market is right now. So we can see the market at one point peaked through it and went all the way up to here. Okay, the next session market closed right away. This is the close of the candle right there. So it went down right away, did not allow price to stay above this 28.16 area. Okay, again, we had this here little peak, and then market the next session invalidated the whole move. So this is completely not a valid move. All right, this is a fake out, as we call it in technical trading. This is a fake out. This is basically to lure you into buying, and then the next day to just correct the market. Basically, traders sell and take all your money into their pockets. But those areas are very significant for us to look for trading signals. Okay, so we know that the market here is very important, and if we pull a little bit more chart, you can see that market closed here. So you can see that little body of the candle is below the line, body of the candle is below the line, only wick went through it. So basically the bulls just peaked onto the other side and closed below. The sellers were in control, the sellers were in control, the sellers were in control, again sellers in control, until this point right here. Okay, this is where we broke out and we started moving forward. All right, now what's happening on the market, and everybody's what we can expect now with the AirCanada. All right, so now that we know what these areas of support and resistance, this is called support and resistance areas, right? When the market is climbing and come to the certain area, this is resistance. This is like a ceiling of your house, right? This is resistance. When the market is coming down, it's like a support. You're trying to go through the floor of your house, right? So floor when you're coming from the top, and ceiling if you're coming from the bottom, right? So what we need to mark on a chart now is something like this. Okay, so we know the market was here before. Okay, we can see that the market was here once, twice, three times, fourth time, and a fourth time we got this beautiful bullish engulfing candle, and that took the market to the upside. All right, so what happened? Basically, market broke out of that area, came down, retested it, gave us a signal, gave us a basically signal to go long or to buy into the market, and you bought a dip and you continue on. All right, so that's what we're looking at right now. We have this area here, which is 31.19, that I already mentioned before in my analysis. What I'm expecting for the market to do is basically, now we broke out this area. All right, we broke out from this area. We have 3 hours and 19 minutes for the market to close, and that's fantastic. This was a huge resistance area. Now we are out of that area. The signal from 21 was given us up to here, from here, and we moved on. It was a huge bullish move. Now we are breaking out, and this green candle here is closing the price. This is very important. We need to close the price above these ceilings or these resistance areas, right? Once the market closed the price, all right, which is going to happen, you cannot guess that. It has to happen. In 3 hours and 19 minutes, we'll know that the market actually closed. And if the body of this candle stays the way it is right now, as it is where it is right now, it will tell us that the market is now fully broken out of that area. All right. What I want market to do after that, okay, I want market to come down here. All right, and retest this area. If this area is strong enough to hold and the bears don't take the market down to this 20 area, which is possible, it's always possible. I only read what the market is telling me to do, okay? If the market comes down to this 28 area right here that we just broke out of, this significant area, and if we get the signal here, the bulls are in control still, we will move on to the next area, which is 31.19, and this is your next target. This is what we call a next target. So you bought a dip, market will come back to retest this area, and it will move on to 31.19. Let's switch down now to daily chart to take a look at a bigger picture. It's the same picture as we were looking on the weekly chart. That was a weekly chart, okay, guys? That was a weekly chart. It's the same picture that we had on the weekly chart. This is just a daily chart. Basically, you have a little bit more candles here, okay? So what happened here, basically? We had a beautiful breakout here, this candle here, and this is a typical move in technical trading, okay? We had this red candle here, okay, red candle here that came exactly to that 28, 24, like this one here. So this one here and this red candle here, they fully match to the top, all right, perfectly. So that's telling us that the market is actually respecting these areas, as I mentioned before, okay? The next session, which was like 3 days ago, which is on Tuesday, all right, Thursday, Friday, all right? So this is a Tuesday. We had this green candle that actually engulfs. This is a bullish signal engulfing candle that engulfed, actually took over the whole candle before and crossed over to the other side and closed. The price was closed on the other side, all right? Since this candle already completely engulfed the previous candle, this is called a breakout with a bullish engulfing candle, all right? We do not have to wait for the market to come back to this area to retest and give us another signal to get into trade. We get into trade as soon as this candle is closed, so you can place your trade right here above, which is about $28, okay? And in the next session, the market will go continue on, basically, and it happens in 95% of the cases. Market will just continue on into a bullish move, all right? So you could have captured from yesterday. Your entry is at 28.75. You could have captured up to 30.07. So from your entry at 28.75 to 30.07, that was your profit. Basically, this whole candle right here was your profit. And if $3 is not good enough, or $2 is not good enough for anybody, well then, I don't know what you expect. But this is just a little profit that I'm showing you right now. Basically, this is basically how it's done. So I'm just telling you, I'm just showing you how the entry into the market with the breakout bullish engulfing candle works. All right. So what happened next? This is yesterday. Okay, so we had this nice profit, and let's say you didn't take it. Let's say you didn't take it. You can see today this little candle is developing inside this candle here. This little candle here is today's, the Friday one, is developing inside this candle from yesterday. All right. So this is again very significant. So this is the candle I'm talking about right now. Okay, this is the candle. This is the previous day candle. All right, this one here. All right. So this is also, if it doesn't go and break the top of this candle or the bottom of this candle, this one is called also the inside bar candle. Okay, this is called also as inside bar or inside candle, which means basically that it's indecision candle, that it's not telling us much, just that it's an indecision in the market. And how do we move on from there? Well, if the top of this candle on Monday gets broken, the market will continue on to 31.19. If the bottom of this candle that was engulfing this little one gets broken, that means the market is going to come down to this area here, and we will retest this area. If this area shows us that it's very significant, and if we get the signal again from this area, you're again buying dip, and you're getting into trade, going long or buying into the market, and that will be the area to buy in again at 28.24. So if this proves to be a significant area, and the market comes down only if. So this is basically how you read it. If it breaks to the top here, basically you can stay in the trade until the next level here. Okay, 31.19. So we know that this is next target. So we can continue on. If you're still in the trade, you can continue on. If this top gets broken, you can continue on and stay in the trade until this target has been reached. If not, if it breaks to the bottom, then you are waiting for the signal to develop at this area, and this signal will tell us that the market is actually strong enough, and the bulls will continue on into a positive. All right, so that's what I see. So basically, this is what happens. Market breaks out, pulls back, give us a signal at this area if the area is strong enough, and then we move on. All right, so this is move to the upside. People take profits or correction or retracement. We get the signal. If this area is strong enough, you buy in again into a market, and you move on into the next level or next target. Next target, we know why we marked this, because we marked that on a previous chart, on a weekly chart. We know that 31.19 was a very significant area where the market retested. And this is how the market works all the time. There's another possibility. I don't want to talk too much about that possibility, because we want to continue on into a bullish move. We want the company to strive. However, if that happens, this can be basically a fake out. This can happen to be a fake out. The next weekly candle, we can see the weekly candle is now closing to above this breakout area here on a weekly chart too. If the next session on a weekly chart comes back down and closes the price or candle below this area, we can see market retrace back to 23 area like this because of this. Okay, so we can see this was a high, and this was a high, and this was a high. These three match. This would be the area to look for the market to retrace, correct itself, retest again, and if we get the signal again, we can buy in a dip and continue on again to 28, 29 area. All right, so those are two possibilities. Okay, what I expected mostly, what I can see right now is basically we are developing this indecision candle. This candle can either take us here, and if the market is strong enough, we can buy in from 28, or if it breaks the top, we can go all the way to 31.19. This is how you read the market, guys. This is how you read the market, and this is going to repeat over and over again when we get to this 31 area. I'm expecting market for breakout to pull back again to retest this area. If it's strong enough, it will give us a signal, and we will move on to this to the next target. Okay, so that's basically how you read the charts. People are saying like, oh, is this or I saw the comments. Somebody said, oh, this is a great area now to sell. No, not necessarily. We have to see what the market does. You know, if you're still in a trade, or if you're doing this as a long term, I would stay in a trade, okay? Unless the market starts breaking below this 28 area, then you can secure some profits from there and see how far the market will dip or come down, and then look into another opportunity to buy in. Basically, that's what it is. I hope you learned something today. I'm very happy to see a lot of people coming to my channel. Please put some comments down in the comments section over there. Click the like button so I know that you like the videos and what you're learning here from me. And if you're first time here, I thank you for coming to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all of you that are my subscribers from before. I really like seeing that a lot of you are watching the videos, and I will continue making them over there. Okay, so this is Sasha, and have a wonderful weekend. Okay, bye.